Nature Made is an exhibition of artwork by 5 Grinnell College alumni, curated by Lesley Wright, director of the Grinnell College Museum of Art, in spring 2020. The exhibition artists include Fay Stanford, class of 1972, Pamela Crockett, 1976, Rothman, 1996, Regan Golden, 2000, and John Martin Bell, class of 2008. As I curated the exhibition, I reflected on the term Anthropocene and how it affects our attitude towards nature, how we interact with nature, and how we see our role in making the world in which we live. When I Googled Anthropocene, I found the following definition: relating to or denoting the current geological age, viewed as the period during which human activity has been the dominant influence on climate and the environment. With that as a context, here are my thoughts about the works selected for this exhibition. Nature is all around us, in our gardens, parks, and fields, and among our livestock, pets, and work animals. By our actions, we impact or collaborate with nature. We feed the birds, select the plants, alter the breeding, and channel the waterways. Just about the only aspects of nature we cannot control are the weather, grand geologic forces, and, as we have recently learned, the progress of certain pathogens. The term natural, then, is complicated by the intersection with human nature. We ourselves are the natural world, but our activity is hugely influential and can steer nature into unexpected directions. While some artists seek to represent nature and to create a seemingly pristine vision of unspoiled nature, other artists are more cognizant of their fraught relationship with the plants, animals, and environments around them. What happens when an artist doesn't just represent the natural world, but acknowledges the human hand through a creative lens? How do we see nature differently? The 5 alumni artists I selected for Nature Made work with animals, plants, and environments. Nature is their raw material, their canvas, and their partner. Rothman looks closely at the profusion of plant growth and through his paintings seeks a deeper order by how he selects, composes, and frames an image. Regan Golden expands the natural world into an installation, pulling us into an imagined place, acting as a landscape designer of sorts, and highlighting flashes of beauty as if glimpsed along a walk. Through her process, we lean in and see more. In Pamela Crockett's paintings, she seizes on forms and shapes found in specimens of plants and animals. These become studies that attune our eye to the bizarre and enlarge minute details to a place of the remarkable and almost monstrous. John Martin Bell pushes a step farther, acting as the creator of a new nature of hybrid beings, inspired by natural objects and almost possible fantasy combinations. He credits both John James Audubon and Looney Tunes cartoons, as well as his own pets, as his inspiration. Fay Stanford brings nature back to the ordinary lives of people. Squirrels in the trash, raccoons in the park, chickens on parade. She reminds us that we populate our world with elements of nature at every turn. Even if we never leave our interior spaces or even virtual worlds, there are cartoon rabbits, leafy wallpapers, mugs festooned with butterflies, and carved walnuts on the furniture. Much of the nature we see is human-made and underscores our dominant influence across the planet.